Welcome to the Coquitlam Whiskey Barrel Podcast with your hosts, Uncle Corey and Uncle Dono.
Recording off some bullshit.
He left his Stanley Cup back on the ice in 1980.
It's embarrassing.
Let's give Corey a round of applause like you were the fucking service staff at a wedding.
Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the obsolete.
It's this,
Oh.
There it is.
There it is.
Season 7.
Season 7, episode 1, week 13.
Like we never left.
right on schedule as we all expected.
How are you? Where have we been? What have we been doing? Why have we taken a year off?
I don't know.
Things have happened.
I guess.
I feel like we've intended to podcast sometimes and it's just never gotten to that point.
Well, don't say it so casually like that.
Okay.
The last time it was suggested, I got accosted in front of 5 other people.
Oh, you brought the mic to New York City.
Yes, because I wanted to do a surprise, a pop-in international version, something that the fans haven't been able to do.
Not since Croatia.
Not since Croatia.
Right.
And that was so many moons ago. That was 2 kids ago, 1 wife ago. That was...
Well, I think that was our most viewed show for sure. It's on the back pages though. It's hard to find, but we do find it.
When you do, it's a treat. It's a little something for everybody.
Yeah.
It's noise violations. It's Kiwis. It's pantless women.
Yep.
It's
all of the above.
It's bigger beers than should legally be allowed.
It was tremendous. That was
It was
a good
tremendous. So anyway, so I was thinking, wow, you know what I mean? We're going to live your dream.
Yeah.
We're going to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Which I've had zero interest in going to, but other than to see the Liberty Bell, and It's Always Sunny.
And
the sunny thing.
what was the piece of paper?
Oh, the Declaration of
We never
Independence.
saw it.
No, didn't see it. Saw the hall, and I tried to sneak into it, and I got kicked out because I wasn't a part of an official group. And I said, well, a group just went in. Could I be a part of that group? He said, got to sign up for the groups. I said, where the fuck do I sign up for groups? He goes, that was the last group. I go, well, I'm one person. And I said, do the groups cost money? He goes, absolutely not. I said, then could you just open the door and I'll join that group? I just went through TSA security just to get to the fucking Independence Hall. And he said, can't do it. And I said, okay, is there somebody I could talk to that I could? Because he was like a park ranger.
Right.
And I'm like, where's concession or, the people you buy tickets from? And he goes, oh, no, they're gone. You got to do that online. I said, can I do it online right now? I was 8 feet away. It's not like, oh, I saw them go in there 7 minutes ago. I was wondering, I was like, oh, should I sneak in with these guys and be all sketchy? And I should have. I fucking just should have. And then, so I saw the outside of it. I looked in the windows. I got some sneers from the people like,
I imagine it's just in a glass case.
I don't even...
What is it, a book or like a piece of paper?
It's just a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
I think. I don't
It's probably one of those things you can't get too close to.
Yeah, but...
I think it would be disappointing, much like the Liberty Bell.
The Liberty Bell was... we never talked about the Liberty Bell.
We didn't talk about the Liberty Bell. Learning about it was cool.
I learned... I think I really learned about it, and you burned through that place.
I skipped through a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
But I was also thirsty.
Yeah, see, I was learning about, like, Martin Luther King, like, using the Liberty Bell, like, as a sign for civil rights.
Yes.
I was excited about all of the different points in history where the Liberty Bell has been referenced, how it
moved about the country.
Yes, it was something for everybody to see, to behold.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't just like some bell that Doc Brown blew up with a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, right. Nice. Although that's a pretty cool place too, because that's in Universal Studios.
That's true.
You can see that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so what did you think about the bell?
I thought it was, like most things, underwhelming. And so I've never seen the Mona Lisa, but I hear it's just like, don't even bother.
Okay.
See it to see it, but now you're looking at a 5x7.
Now I've seen it. No, okay, it's way bigger than that. See, the thing is that's the thing about the Mona Lisa, because I've seen it 3 times, by the way, because I'm so cultured.
Mm-hmm.
But I was told it's like a fucking, like a graduation photo. So I was like, they're like, it's so unimpressively small, it's crazy small, blah, blah, blah. So I was expecting, like, the front of a yearbook.
Right.
And it's a proper size, like, it's bigger than that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
3 feet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
feet.
I mean, it's probably that size, turned the other way.
Yeah. That's bigger than I thought.
No, fuck, sorry. That's way bigger than it.
Yeah.
Let's go with a little longer than that. Anyways, yes, I agree. But it was free to see the bell. That was good.
Well, yeah. No, so was. I mean, I had a great time. The bell was small. It's just not big. It's just. But what are you
It wasn't
expecting out of a bell?
small. How small did you feel
I
it was?
figured bells are huge. Church bells.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like you're thinking of like the top of a basilica. Like
Yeah.
but look at how small that fucking little hall was. I could have walked around that thing. I could have chased the fucking the park ranger away and just snuck into the back door.
Well, that's what we went to Philly for.
No, sorry, right, football.
We didn't even go to the Rocky Steps.
No, we didn't. Did
Which
we
one?
even get close to it?
No.
Well, then fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's that.
We could have
far.
gone to see the Rocky statue. That would have been. I guess that's something that I'll never see. Like, we're not going back to Philadelphia.
Why would we? Definitely not for the cheesesteaks.
Okay, we're not even going to get that.
Okay, we won't, because that will take us way too long. But the other thing, what? God damn it! I just missed what I was going to say.
New York Pods and the
yeah,
Liberty Bell.
Yes,
Mona Lisa.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter either way. Yeah, the Liberty Bell. I mean, because the lineup was only 20 minutes and it was free and it was a nice little museum, I'd say go.
Of
But
course.
is it something you should want to go see? Is it worth a trip to fucking Philadelphia? Absolutely not.
No.
No way. The Sunny Bar was better. Both of them were better than the Liberty Bell.
Right.
So anyway, so I bring the fucking microphone. So here I am, you know what I mean? We're going down for a great trip. We're excited. We're going to New York. We're going to Philadelphia. We're going to go see the Eagles versus my Browns.
No, Washington Commanders.
Or Commanders. Fuck. God, no.
We saw the Seahawks play the Browns. We've been to a couple football games.
Lots
this
of
year, pal.
football
It's
games.
okay.
Anyway, so I get excited and I think, what a cheeky little time we might have. A little late night pod. You know, maybe we open the phones. Like we started at 1 a.m. and everybody back home's at 8.
Right.
Whatever. But anyway, so the point of the story is that
You even took care of the mic, like you.
I brought it. I had
Packed
it
it,
wrapped.
yeah.
I packed it. Anyway, so
that,
I
like,
pull it
that,
out.
like heavy duty, that really fluffy pink towel. You wrapped it around.
the comeback.
Kept her secure.
Yeah. Well, you got to treat her like a lady. So
course.
anyway, so I mentioned that I brought the mic to Corey. Like, and I think he's gonna give me this giddy, holy shit, you brought the mic. What a great idea. He looked at me like I slapped his mother. He's like, you brought the mic? What'd you bring the fucking mic for? We're not potting. And I was like, whoa, sorry. But, he, in his defense, he was around his wife, so I'm sure she had given him the fucking stink eye, like, you dumbasses aren't going to fucking pod during this. So I left it alone until we got to Philadelphia, and Corey just happened to be by my bag, and I exposed the microphone. He's like, put that away. We're not fucking podcasting. And I'm like, we're going to the Phillies. Nope. So then, that was the only...
So that was the only time this year we've tried to
that we seriously tried to
Okay.
pod. That it wasn't just a suggestion. And I mean, but you didn't bring... Oh, right, because then I go, did you bring your laptop? I make a third attempt.
Oh, yeah, you asked me if I brought my laptop.
Yeah, did you bring your laptop so we can record this thing? I told you, we're not fucking potting. No, I didn't bring the fucking laptop. So anyways, we've missed you guys. We hope you've missed us. We're glad we're coming back for all the good content. You want to go over the draft?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess we started the draft.
I guess, sure. Let's
Right?
let's talk about it. I wasn't there. How
It
was
was
it?
a black tie catered affair at Chateau Tascona.
Oh, right.
It was very kind of him to host this year, and we arranged to have a chef make our food.
Oh, right. My boy Patty.
Which worked out quite well. And there were some hijinks. There was some chaos. Amit Gajar zoomed in from, where was he at that point?
Brisbane.
Was he Brisbane?
Yeah, it was in the shithole that is Brisbane.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Amit. Brisbane's a shithole. Anyways.
That. And so he joined us from there. We had you were missing, but you were online, and of course Kurt, who never comes.
Yeah.
Sad to see him go out on that draft.
Yeah.
We had Brad Friend not
Yep.
survive it past halfway. Had a
What?
little
We have too much
Acc-
to drink.
accidental inhalation of
Oh,
some
greened
newly
out.
legalized products.
Oh, poor guy.
He slept through the last 5
Oh,
minutes.
did he?
Yeah, which is why he ended up with 3 quarterbacks.
But with reckless abandon, was he just like, fuck it, I'm
He
taking
kind
a
of
nap?
he was kind of just one-eyeing it, and he just was like, "Hey, Brad, you're taking Geno Smith." Okay.
That's right. I love that.
Yeah. So
Anyways,
we had some fun. We had some cocktails. We had a good draft and
some good food.
And some good food.
And Perry's backyard is spectacular.
Yeah. Newly renovated. It's beautiful.
Did-
It was comfy for everyone. It was great.
Did Mikey get in the tub?
Of course, Mikey got in the tub. Mikey might have drafted. No, Mikey was in charge of the board, but he definitely got in the tub at our little break mid draft. He might have gone pre-tub and post-tub.
Mike loves to soak.
I mean, he's the best. Mikey's the best. He's one of my favorite guys. Unreliable as shit. Can't get a hold of him ever. But when he's there, when he does show up, he's the best.
He's a life of the party.
You remember how much fun he had in Seattle? Just a little guy wandering around. Sorry, not Seattle. Bellevue.
Bellevue.
Having the time of his life.
The great town of Bellevue. What a kicking town. Fuck you, Amit. And Brisbane sucks too. You have fucking terrible taste.
Well, so June comes around. June of this past year.
Yeah.
And I get a little email notification. Hey, here's an offer for $75 tickets to the Seahawks, whatever game you want to go to. I message you and Amit, Mike. Yeah, we're in. Whatever, pick the game.
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
No.
August. July. No, it's probably July. 'cause
Probably
we were
July.
sometime. And he goes, hey, well, we should stay in Bellevue. And me, you, and Mike are like, what the fuck's Bellevue? He's like, no, it's better. Better nightlife, way better than Seattle. Better restaurants, better bars, better hotels,
Yeah.
better looking women,
Yeah.
everything. So we gotta stay in Bellevue. He goes, it's just a quick, easy, like $5 Uber into Seattle. Nothing. I'll get the Ubers. Don't worry, and I'll get us dinner one night.
Oh.
Hey, well, you know what? Let's look into staying in Bellevue.
Yeah.
So we go online.
With those sweet offers.
We have no idea where to stay.
Yeah.
Amit has very little to no input.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we land on the Hilton, right? Fine.
Right.
Hilton's good.
Nothing
hotel
wrong with
chain.
it. Nothing wrong with it.
We're not going to be mad. We get 2 rooms.
Yep.
We're excited. We can't wait.
Yep.
We're sitting there at the draft. I'm talking to Amit on Zoom. Hey, so, we got that trip to Seattle at the end of October. Yeah. I should be back in the country then. I go, well, are you going to be back or are you not going to be back? Well, yeah. So we talked to him again in September.
Yep.
Hey, Amit, what's going on? Well, I'm going to Turkey. Well, we're going to Bellevue in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'll be back for that. But I'm thinking about going to New York first. Well, come meet us in New York. We were going to New York at the same time. Nah, I'm just going to go straight to Turkey. I said, okay, great. But I should be back
Yeah.
for the Seahawks game.
Should be.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah,
no
probably.
problem. For that trip, no problem.
Yeah.
Now, we're a month out. Hey, Amit, how was Turkey? I'm actually in Dubai. How was Turkey? Turkey was great. Get any work done? No. Bullshit. I still want to see those calves next time I see you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
for sure got implants.
Yeah, Amit.
Nobody goes to Turkey.
Amit fucking
just go.
bleached his skin white, got a nose job. He's got blue eyes now, and his name is fucking Amita.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you go to Turkey is get your cock enlarged and your asshole widened
There you go.
by the best in the biz.
So, I say, well, we're going to Bellevue in a couple weeks, right? It's coming up here. Yeah, I should be back by then. Okay. You coming home from Dubai? Nah, I think about stopping in Bali first. Well, I don't know if that's further away, but it might be. So, we're now the Sunday before we leave. Got our hotel rooms booked in Bellevue. Everything's ready to go. We're excited because Amit says it's the greatest
I was
place on
gonna
earth.
say it's Amit's favorite town.
Amit's favorite place to go is Bellevue, Washington.
Yeah, and he's still telling us how great it is. Can't wait to see you guys in Bellevue if I can make it back.
I get the text or the WhatsApp from Amit. He's a big WhatsApp guy. He hates texting for some reason.
Because he's an international man of mystery.
Sure.
He needs his stuff encrypted.
Okay. So he's got his safe codes all locked in. He messages me. He goes, yeah, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
I said, I knew that 3 months ago when you said you were going to Turkey and Dubai and Bali on a one-way. So we say, whatever, that's fine. And you message me. I'm like, hey, you want to bring somebody else? What are we going to do? We're going to find somebody? You're like, nah, let's just the three of us go muck about Bellevue. We'll figure it out.
Of course.
Yeah, perfect. That works for me.
And you know Mike? He loves it to muck about.
Mikey loves to muck. So we go pick the little guy up. He's missing a couple things. No sunglasses. All the other things, right?
Yeah.
Finally get him picked up. Get him locked in to the car. And we head down to Bellevue.
Yeah.
Now, there was some traffic
Yeah.
going down the I-5.
Yeah.
And we had to go through Everett and all these other weird little towns. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like your typical trip into Seattle.
No.
Where you're just on the highway, hammering down, all of a sudden, oh, there's a Space Needle, let's pull off and let's go.
Yeah.
We're in butt-fuck nowhere.
Butt-fuck. Absolute butt-fuck nowhere. Oh, yeah.
We pull into Bellevue, and I'm like, I guess this is where our hotel is. And you're like, this is where our hotel... Like, it was nothing.
It looked like the beginning of that Call of Duty video game. It looks like a ghost town.
Yeah.
Someone used to live around here.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is where like after it was like looked like the storming of the Berlin Wall had just happened, and this was like the Soviet hotel that
It was
left
oddly
behind.
like gray. Like the weather was gray. every building was just gray. Like we couldn't have been a sadder place.
Yeah, it was
And
so
to-
sad.
And to make it even worse, we walk into a nerd convention of 500 virgins playing some board game.
Yep. Although that chick did want me. Let's just be honest. She asked if I had any questions, and we all know what that means, fellas. She wants to fuck.
And sure, we had a great time. We went to the fine dining establishment known as Dave & Buster's for dinner because that was the nice place that
That was the
Bellevue has
nicest
to eat.
place around.
Yeah,
Dave &
all
Buster's.
those great restaurants. So we had ourselves a time in Bellevue.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't a $5 Uber.
No.
That's for sure.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's at least 50 American.
Yeah.
But
But-
thanks. Well, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, when you get back from wherever the fuck you are, take me to Bellevue.
And show us what's
Show
good
us
about
a
it.
good time, you piece of garbage. Anyways, yeah, so we've seen some football. Then there was the draft.
Uh-huh.
Draft went well. How did you feel the draft went? Who do you feel drafted the best?
Me. But that's typical.
Yeah.
I guess I'd have to say Amit because he's got one of the top teams. He's never added, dropped, traded, or even set a lineup, I don't think. So I guess him.
God, that's stunning. That's great work.
He's still got $100 in Fab, and I don't know if he's tried to make trades. I don't know. Randomly, he sent me some dynasty trade in some other league he's in, asked me what I thought, and I'm like, you're not in other leagues. Don't try to send me your friend's screenshot that he sent you.
Yeah, like, and Amit, stop acting like you have other friends, okay? You paid for them all. They're fucking, get fucked. You don't know what Dynasty is. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, so it was a good draft.
Well, I can tell you what ESPN says who had the best draft.
Sure, let's go with that.
Have you ever watched those ones or looked at that slide? That's great. It's a great section of the app. Did you download the app again?
Yeah, I might have. I think I had it. Yeah, Corey tried to... Yeah, whatever. That's a completely different story. So anyway, so you guys are there. You're at Tascona's place. You're having a good time. Mikey's drafting. You felt you did a good draft. Amit obviously did a good draft. I don't know what Patterson's team was, but he always drafts pretty well.
Okay, so at the start of the year,
Yep.
ESPN figured Amit had the best draft,
Amit, yeah.
then me,
Yeah,
Perry,
yeah.
Brad Friend, who somehow had 5 quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, Hinton, Nightingale, Mikey, you, Paul, Brad, Patterson in the 11th spot, and they said Sully had the worst draft.
Wow. So let's fast forward to today.
Let's fast forward to today.
Yeah.
Amit had the best draft,
And Amit is in
projected to finish third.
and he is in third place right now,
He's in third place right now.
as of week 13.
They told me I had the second best draft. I'm projected to finish first.
And you're in first place right now.
They had Perry at the third best draft. He's projected to finish seventh. down at the bottom.
He is in 7th place right now.
Okay. Brad Friend 4, they've got him finishing 2nd. That looks right.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt 5, finishing 8th. Last place in the playoffs.
He is in 8th right now.
Hinton, they had him drafted 6th. Think he's going to be 4th.
Yep.
Nightingale, 7th best draft, projected to finish 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey, 8 to 10. You, 9 to 11. Paul, 10 to 6. Patterson, 11 to 9, just missing the playoffs. And Sully with the biggest improvement. He had the worst draft according to ESPN, but projected to finish 5th.
Stud.
Sol Train.
Sully's a beast. Did Nightingale make the draft?
Nightingale got there just on time, and then I think he left a little bit early.
Awesome.
Couple rounds left.
Awesome. What about Hinton?
Hinton was there.
Stud. How was
Hinton's great.
Great.
He also teased that he could be coming up for American Thanksgiving. That was a lie.
That would in fact be a lie.
But that was not. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Bit of a letdown this American Thanksgiving. Brad Friend hosted.
Mm-hmm.
Made us some lovely waffles and bacon.
Just those 2 items?
Yeah.
Fucking great. I love that so much.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, and then we went to the pub for the afternoon. And yeah, we had a good time.
Okay, great.
Me, Brad, and Saul at Brad Friend's place, and then Patterson joined us at the bar.
Great. So, where are we at now? It's not looking good for me. And by not looking good, I mean it's just not good. Do I even have a chance to make the playoffs? Oh, I have a 5% chance. So I have to... Well,
do you want me to tell you
no.
where you went wrong? Because it started that fine day in August.
It did. I can tell you right now.
Okay. Hit me with some excuses. I'm ready to hear it.
It's not excuses. I'll
Okay.
tell you the reasons, and I knew it right a fucking way. If you're going to draft tight end early, you can't draft quarterback early, and vice versa.
And you did way too much of both of them.
I did too much of both.
So you started Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle,
Yep.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Then you went Kittle and Hawkinson
Which
back
is
to
the
back.
which ironically, if I started those 2 guys, it's anytime I fucking trade guys away, they just go off. Kittle's gotten 20 points the last fucking 2 weeks, and I'm starting no Sean Moreno or whatever the fuck.
You're always starting out Sean Moreno.
Okay, yeah, so that's a nightmare. My team's just a fucking disaster. I drafted horribly.
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention. I have all my fab for some reason. Like I've bought $4 players, but there hasn't been a big like who's been the best waiver wire guy that was picked up this year?
Puka.
But okay, and how much money did he go for? Like 15 probably?
Probably in that way, yeah.
Okay, but that's not even...
The biggest money spent was Achan, and I think Paul paid like 50.
Oh, Achan's good. Okay. So there's been... So
But
there's
he's
a
hurt
couple.
again. He's been hurt 3 times this year.
Yeah, well, that's
hurt
the
back
Miami.
through and through.
That's the Miami backfield, other than the Raheem, the Iron Man Mostert.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I went sideways. I'm not happy about it. I haven't been happy about it, but I was so unhappy with my draft because you know me.
Yep.
I usually draft poorly, but if I'm in person, I feel like I can move and shake.
Yes.
But this time it was I drafted so poorly and I wasn't able to move and shake that I was just like I was so blah after the draft that I don't know if I can miss a draft again.
It's really hard. I've done online drafts before, and it's more difficult than in person. In person, you can at least take your time a little bit. You can also catch the vibe of some other people, see some faces, see
Sure.
what they're thinking, see who's panicking, and you know he's going to make a mistake, see who's right.
But it just didn't start my fantasy football year off well.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. So I've kind of been like I'm in 5 leagues too.
That's too many leagues.
It's way too fucking many leagues. It's not good at all.
Well, you got that guillotine, which is a mainstay now in your.
Which is I'm still in the guillotine. Yeah, fuck all you who isn't in that. Yeah, get next question. And we're first place. Well, we're second place now.
in our CBS.
CBS.
But you haven't really done much in that one.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, you've been grinding?
Buddy, we're in second place. Behind the podcast hosts. We're CBS. You're coming on the fucking podcast next week.
For those of you who don't know and are just tuning in, Don and I did a CBS fantasy football mock draft in the preseason with the hosts.
With the hosts.
Yeah.
and we're still in the goddamn league, and we're in second place just behind the hosts. But we're beating the shit out of everybody else.
That's great.
It's fantastic.
We're coming for it.
We're gonna get on the show. Anyway, so obviously your draft was good. What have you done?
I drafted Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Cooper Kupp, Miles Sanders, who's been a flop, Justin Fields, Montgomery, Herbert, Mostert, Addison.
It's been that is like 12 out of 14.
I hit a lot. I missed on Sanders.
Yeah.
And Herbert's been hurt, but he was okay at the start of the year. He's looking like the guy.
You have Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
How'd you get Jalen Hurts?
I traded Dak Prescott and Jordan Addison to Perry when he needed to win.
Holy fucking shit. You might have actually moved and shaped your way into... I mean, it's too early to tell with you.
I didn't do what... I've made 4 trades this year.
Yeah.
I need to try something different.
We're
So
going.
I'm trying something different.
You're condensing and improving. Holy fuck.
Well, Dak's been very good the last few weeks.
Yeah, no.
I wanted to move on from him because he's in Buffalo first week of the playoffs, fantasy playoffs.
Okay.
In Buffalo, middle of December. Oof. Sounds like could be snow. I don't even want to deal with that.
Right.
Jalen has a great playoff schedule. That was the only reason I traded Dak because Dak's been on fire.
Wow. That's a really... I mean, you have 3 of my starting players.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them I've had sitting on my bench for 6 weeks.
That's funny. That's pretty
And I should have been even better. If you want my point of contention.
What's your
Do
point
you
of
want me to get
contention?
hostile?
Yes, please do.
Did you see Mike's and Paul's trade?
The Alvin Kamara trade?
No.
Okay, walk me through this.
Okay. Mike traded Bijan Robinson on a bye, and Mike needs to win. So
Yeah. Always understand that.
Bijan and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, God.
I think
Okay.
he's wide receiver 5 or 6 right now.
Yeah.
For Kenneth Walker.
Who's hurt?
And CJ Stroud.
What?
Now,
What?
that was the trade.
When was this? Last week?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Now,
Okay.
the benefit of being at the top of the table.
Is this what all you guys were arguing about on WhatsApp?
There was a lot of arguing.
Okay, I only saw the tail end of it. And then I went into the thing to see if there was a recent trade. Maybe I was a couple days late.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the deal, right?
Bijan and Amon-Ra St. Brown
Yeah.
for
Kenneth Walker
and no Sean Moreno.
and CJ Stroud.
Why? Because Mike's pretending he's a Texans fan again?
Yeah. So now here's my
Okay, hold on. Just as a real quick aside, I know we haven't had any quick asides here today, but if I say to you, hey, Mike's becoming a Texans fan again, do you agree with that statement, or would you argue, no, Mike's always been a Texans fan? Because, well, just ask yourself that question, and next time I see you, let me know what you think. Because I think Mike might be becoming a Texans fan again.
maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So now
I mean, Kyler's back.
pre this trade happening,
Oh, right. Okay.
I had sent Mike a trade
Was
myself.
Amon-Ra on a bye, too?
No.
So what the fuck?
Bijan and Kamara were on buys. Mike had both. All he had was
Oh.
Jahmyr Gibbs. He didn't have another running back.
Mike traded Paul, Kamara, and Bijan.
No, Mike traded Paul, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Yeah.
and Bijan Robinson.
Yes.
Mike has Bijan and Kamara. Both were on a bye. Mike needed a win.
Got it. So he gave one of his bye running backs away.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Okay?
Yes.
That's where we are.
Okay, got it.
So, now, previous to that, okay? Previous to all this happening,
Got it.
being that I'm at the top of the table, I play from the point of going to pick up guys on buys that maybe I can get improve my team by taking a hit this week.
Hell yeah. You've got nothing but time. You'd rather lose a couple of games.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Exactly. So, I I go and I see that Mike, who needs wins. I always go to the bottom 4, right, first, or bottom 6. Mike needs wins. He's got Bijan and Kamara on a bye. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I like those guys.
Yeah.
And I like Gibbs, too. I've got Monty.
Right.
So those are Mike's 3 running backs. So I go, but Mike hasn't been happy with Trevor Lawrence as his quarterback.
Right.
So I send Mike Mostert,
Yeah.
Montgomery,
Yeah.
and Kyler,
Okay.
or Fields.
All
So
right.
I send them 2 trades.
Got it.
Mostert, Monty, Kyler,
Your
Mostert,
trading
Monty,
has just
Fields.
gotten so much better.
Okay? Those 3
Yeah.
for Bijan.
There's one thing you've been paying attention to me about.
Yeah, that's right. I've been listening to the podcast.
Good. First 13 weeks. Anyways, go ahead.
For Bijan and Gibbs.
Okay.
So Monty, Mostert, and...
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Totally get it.
So Monty is basically Bijan,
Hold
maybe
on.
better.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, did I just get to where you were gonna go?
And so my phone buzzes like, oh, a trade's been accepted in this league. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Mikey took my trade.
Yeah.
Great. I'm like, I'm gonna be fucked this week because I have no run. You're trading me running backs on bye. And I look and I go, C.J. Stroud. I'm like, I didn't have fucking C.J. Stroud. And I kind of look more into it. Yeah, C.J. Stroud and Kenneth Walker for
What?
Bijan and Amon-Ra. And I'm like, well, I didn't know Amon-Ra was on the table. I was
Right.
going after worse players.
Right.
And I'm like, so what? So I'm annoyed because I feel like my trade was better.
You know we're talking about the Perry trade after this.
Sure.
Right.
Like I feel like my trade was better. I give him a better offer, right?
I agree.
Better running backs and then a comparable like.
Oh.
What's C.J. Stroud, QB 12 or something right now?
To
Like,
Dak,
he's fine.
he's fine.
Whatever. Comparable.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I whatever push the trade through. That's fine. Maybe Mike just didn't want to trade with me or had hurt feelings
Yeah.
because of Bellevue. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? So I see my little friend later,
Yeah.
and so what do you think of my trade? He says it's awful. It's a terrible trade. Well, what do you mean? Because C.J. Stroud put up 50 points 2 weeks ago, but every other week he puts up 20.
Yeah.
And I go, and how like Kenneth Walker's been losing touches to Charbonnet 3 weeks in a row,
Yeah.
and they also play San Francisco twice and Dallas in the next 3 weeks, and you need a win.
Yeah.
So, well, I didn't look at it like that. I go, what?
Well, how'd you look at it?
Yeah.
How did you fucking look at it?
I offered you 2 top 10 running backs that have already had their bye,
Yeah.
and a quarterback who would be the same, if not better than Stroud,
Yeah.
for a worse deal.
Yeah. But,
So here's the rub.
oh, there's more?
So-
I thought that we were been rubbed.
So Perry did his classic.
Oh, fucking Tascona.
It doesn't bother me, but what did you guys think about that Dono and Sayers trade?
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Whoa, oh, sorry. I thought we was going to say mine and his trade. What? Mine and your trade?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So then I'm like, yeah, almost as bad as Paul and Mike's, right? And then Paul got his backup. He's like, hey, both teams had needs. We wanted to fill those needs. I sent it to him. He accepted it.
Paul's
I
making
go,
it
yeah.
happen.
I go, hey, man.
Paul's making it happen.
I'm not the one starting to complain about deals. I pushed it through. I said, great.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't tell him he trade raped him, but I was going to.
Yeah.
And it's not till American Thanksgiving when I'm sitting there with old Saul.
Oh, perfect.
And Saul goes, I thought Paul and Mike's trade was way worse. Like that, what was he thinking?
Yeah.
Because even Paul said to me, I can't believe he took it.
Oh.
You hear that, Mikey?
Oh,
I can't believe
no.
he took it.
Oh, wow. Paul Lalonde, that French fuck, just being so handsome. Being so debonair.
I like to win trades.
Of course you do.
But I will at least work a narrative where it makes sense for the other guy to take the deal.
Sure.
And I've started to up my deal levels.
Yeah.
And started to put
Yeah.
more things on the table.
You got your trade. There's a little bit of name value.
A little bit of name value.
Yeah, because you always like to. The thing about you is you always like to go. I'm going to offer you a trade. It's the number 7 running back and the number 11 wide receiver and the number 8 tight end. It's like you didn't have the balls to name one of the players you're going to offer me. You're going to just give me their ranking. Like, I know what you're. I know.
It's because if Raheem Mostert's name was Saquon Barkley, you'd take it.
I'm not even disagreeing with you. Like it's a good jumping off point, but I don't know.
That's where Mikey bought into the name. Oh, I've heard of Kenneth Walker
Yes,
before.
yeah.
He had 6 good games last year.
Yeah,
And CJ Stroud, I want to be a Texans fan again, so I got to pay up to get him.
Yeah, but he's got to be a Texans fan like before they start kind of being okay.
It wasn't even Paul's best quarterback.
What's Paul's other quarterback?
Sam Howell. He's like number 4.
No, see, there you go. You should have just Paul has the number 4 quarterback as his other quarterback.
Yeah,
That's
because
what
you're a box score guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Paul's got a good team now. Paul's got a really good team.
Okay.
You see how quickly it could have gone sideways for him. He would have been playing Stroud, and then Kenneth Walker would have got hurt. Mm-hmm. Instead, he ships him off to Mike in a bag of dog shit in order to get 2
So
great
was
players.
Mike just phoning it in? Is that what we think?
I don't know. So I wanted Gibbs and Bijan. Mm-hmm. But if Mike fucking offered me Sun God and Bijan, I would have traded Mostert and whatever, and then figured my way into moving CeeDee Lamb for a running back.
See, a sketchy trade is what put me down for the rest of the year. Was because as a pure spite, Sayers messages me and goes, "I'm trying to get Travis Kelce." And he goes, "You've traded him a bunch of times, and you've gotten him before. What do you think he costs?" And I go, "Well, you got to put up something. You got to do. You can't nickel and dime and start just putting the numbers instead of the names of the people you want to trade." And he goes, "Well, I've offered this," and he starts running down these lists of things he's offered Perry. And I go, "You know what? Let me go get him."
That's what you said.
I said, that was just it. And then the conversation ended. About 2 hours later, we're in line up at the border, and I offer Perry, which is a worse trade. Like, I lost in that trade.
Yeah.
But I just I thought Perry was immediately going to hit decline and then text me and go, "I know what you and Sayers are up to, pal, blah, blah, blah." You know what I mean?
Right.
"Hey, you know what? I see what you guys are doing. You've lost Mikey and Bellevue and whatever, some shit." But instead I hear, trade's been pushed through, Russell Wilson, and I go, "Oh my fucking God, this is my trade." And Perry had hit accept. So I fucking fucked myself by and the irony, this is the point of the story, is, and then Corey's driving the car, and Mike goes, "Dono, you made a trade. Travis Kelce." And I'm like, and I start laughing so fucking hard, and Corey basically almost drove us into a ditch. Because he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because the last thing I texted him is, "I'm going to go get him." And now I have him 2 hours later, and Corey's been trying all day. But the rub is, fuck, that was funny. The problem is that I knew I would lose the trade, but I was playing Perry that week.
Right.
And the point differential with both guys that I gave him versus the shitbags he gave me, I would have won that week had I not made the trade. And now you have Travis Kelce. Fucking Christ. Now, what was he mad about with your trade?
What did he say? 5 bench players for Kelce. Oh, he didn't like that you were in 10th and I was in 1st.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That's not relevant. What do you want to start policing that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna, is that fucking? Are we gonna go?
No, sorry, it didn't bother him. He started off with this. This doesn't bother me, or not that I care anyway. One of those. It was one of those ones. So I dragged Paul and Mike into it as innocent bystanders.
I love that, and I love that Perry's such a slick fuck. Not what bothers me. We should have taken Donald behind the fucking shed and just put him out like a dog. Not giving you anything. Why don't we start vetoes?
Right?
So that your team becomes too good. Fuck you. Anyways, Mike.
Well, that was what I thought maybe was in Mike's head. Is I don't want to trade to Corey because he's in first place right now. I don't want to make his team better.
That's not good managing. I haven't managed a football team well this year. So I know something about being pretty bad. And that's not good.
No.
I mean, I've given you 2 studs. And I've received a bag of dirt for them, but whatever.
You got some value at some point, didn't you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I've got more than 10 points from any of the guys you gave me.
Zach Moss had a good week.
He's on the waiver wire.
Oh, he's
now.
gone now. But in the time of need, he came to you.
I don't even think I started him. So let's start with Mikey's team. Let's run this down.
Team dog shit.
Okay, C.J. Stroud, Jahmyr Gibbs, Alvin Kamara,
Great.
Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, David Njoku, Marquise Brown, Cortland Sutton, Trevor Lawrence, Taysom Hill,
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth
Don't
Walker,
forget.
who's out, who will never be back. He's gone. He's got Zach Ertz on the IR.
Well, he should for sure drop Zach Ertz and move Kenneth Walker onto IR and pick someone up. But I don't think Mike understands how fantasy football works.
Yeah, for sure, right? Holy fuck. Oh, where is he? 3-8.
He's in 10th.
But he's playing
Nightingale.
Nightingale, so he might get a win this week.
Yeah.
Okay, next we got Sully's team.
Sully's got a good team too, I think.
Sully's a stud. Sully is becoming a consistently good fantasy player. Sully's 6-5-0. He's got Herbert, DeAndre Swift, A.J. Dillon, DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Ayuk, stud. Sam Laporta, Derrick Henry, Rashid Shaheed. You know I'm a Shaheed boy.
I know you're a Shaheed guy.
And a bunch of whatever on the bench. Aaron Jones, but whatever. He's hurt.
So that's why he's got A.J. Dillon.
Yeah.
Swift has been very good this year. Ayuk's been great. Sam Laporta was kind of the tight end steal, I would say, I guess.
Yeah,
He's
for
been
sure.
slow lately. And
But he
Derrick
drafted
Henry's-
him, right?
Huh?
Sully drafted
Sully
him,
drafted
right?
him, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
great work, Sully.
And what was Derrick Henry's been kind of disappointing, but we're coming into winter, so
Winter's coming.
maybe the big man will get
You
going.
never can. So Sully's got a pretty good team now.
I like Sully's team.
So now we got Brad Patterson. Mr. Patterson, the champ. 5'6".
You can't miss the playoffs, Brad. You can't win the title and then miss the playoffs.
You
That's
can't.
that's a Super Bowl hangover if I've ever heard of one.
100%. You can't Aaron Rodgers this, pal. You can't just Drew Brees this. You can't. I mean, until Peyton Manning bought that last fucking championship, you can't Peyton Manning. You can't just win and then be terrible. Anyways, you got to win a couple and then you can talk shit.
That's right.
So Brad is 5-6. Brock Purdy, Mr. Consistent. Ramondre Stevenson, who's come on lately. hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely been playing better.
Jonathan Taylor, who he held on to, good. I mean, has he been good?
No.
No, not really. Stephon Diggs, kind of fallen off. A.J. Brown, stud. Logan Thomas, I guess he's been doing all right. He's been doing Logan Thomas things. Logan Thomas is actually good if he's not hurt, but he's always hurt.
He's always hurt, or he gets hurt in the middle of a
Yeah.
game, or he's playing hurt, so he's
Odell Beckham, Drake London, Damian Pierce, bust.
bust.
Yeah,
And
just
a bunch of backup.
and a bunch of backups.
So his team really falls off. Great wide receivers, I'd say, and then he's got...
Yeah, it's a fine team.
It's a fine team. It's not one that terrifies people.
No. Okay. Now we got Mr. Hinton.
Hinton has a boom-bust team.
He started off really strong. Didn't he start
Super
off
strong.
like 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was crushing it.
yeah, but based on the Dallas defense, correct?
2 and Tyreek.
7-4. Tua. Oh yeah, Tua and Tyreek just could have got the world for them after week 1.
Yep.
But of course, you want to keep
Tyreek's
them.
number 1, right? Like,
Yeah,
how do you-
but everybody was like, Tua's going to be the next coming of Christ.
Yeah.
That is it. This guy is going to drop bombs and without remembering that this happened last year.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. Anyways, Tua, Javonte Williams, who's started to be a bit better,
He's
I
been
guess.
fine. He hasn't been what you want.
But he was droppable weeks ago.
Sure.
Jalen Warren, stud. That's overdoing it. Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson coming on a little bit lately, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Although last week he got -1 point, so that's probably not true. Pat Fryermuth, but Garrett Wilson, this week 13-9.
Yeah.
Fryermuth, has he done anything? No, he just
been hurt.
Yeah. Chris Olave, Kyron Williams.
Chris Olave, he's been a disappointment.
But because Rashid Shaheed's the
Rashid Shaheed.
player. Kyron Williams, he's back, and his bench. A bunch of droppable players, other than maybe Madison, or no.
Tajay Spears.
If Derrick Henry dies, but the winter's coming. Like we just talked about this. Fine team.
He's got a fine team.
A fine team. A playable team. Definitely.
Yep.
I was shitting on it, but it's a fine team. Perry, 5-6-0. Dak Prescott, Joe Mixon, bust. James Cook, bust. I mean,
Keep going.
Devontae Adams, bust. Devontae Smith, bust. TJ Hawkinson,
Carrying the load.
the number one tight end. Why would anybody trade him?
Can't. Name value.
Devin
pal.
Singletary, Jordan Addison, bench, bunch of bump. Actually, Josh Downs is supposed to be something, I guess. He's holding on to the Seahawks D for some reason.
Well, I traded Perry Dak a couple weeks ago when Hurts was on a bye, and Dak's had back-to-back like 40-plus point weeks.
Yeah.
So
great work, Perry.
That's helped carry him and get a couple wins and back into the
well,
playoff
if you
picture.
even think about that, that means that he turned Elsie and Hurts into Prescott and Hawkinson. He's got the one tight end. And Tascona, that sneaky bitch, he puts it together. James Cook might be the he's overperforming his draft capital.
Maybe, but he was supposed to be the big thing, I think, this year. I think he was kind of that mid-round running back that could finish in the top 5.
He's top 14, but Joe Mixon, I mean, where's he going to go?
Nowhere.
Anyways, pretty good team. Another one that I'm shitting on, but I don't have any reason to shit on it. Maybe that's because I've been looking at my team so much.
Could be.
And that I just think more
Don't
teams
like it.
are better than they are. The French, 6-5-0, Sam Howell. The number four, whose average is 21.1, last week 19.7, this week 17.3. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Sayers says the number 4 quarterback. Because he had 3 strong weeks in the first 3 weeks. Austin Eckler, bust. Bijan Robinson, bust. Puka Nacua, great buy.
Yeah.
Monra, excellent. Kittle, done so well lately. Other than this
How to
week.
get Kittle off of you?
I don't know. Probably for a bag of dicks. I've just been doing terrible things. How did he get Kittle off of me? Somebody. Oh, Amari Cooper and bust. And I don't even know. Anyways, Kittle doing well. Metcalf, Tank Dell, he's good. And pretty decent bench. Oh, he's got H down there. Paul's got a pretty decent squad here. Good work.
Good team.
We like that a lot.
Yep.
Great work. Okay, Nightingale. Last place. You know what? I was gonna say let's just move on, but I won't because I will say it about my team, Nightingale. Don't worry about it. Baker Mayfield. What the fuck? Does he have another quarter?
He had Joe Burrow.
Oh, suck. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. Brees Hall falling apart. James Conner, Christian Kirk, is he doing anything? I don't have him. He's falling off too. Gabe Davis, droppable. Dalton Kincaid. Oh, he's doing all right, isn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
Najee Harris, fucking
Bust.
The Jalen Warren, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Jesus Christ.
He's got a bad team, pal. I don't know what to tell you. There's a reason he's 1-10.
Yeah, he beat me last week because I'm fucking
Your team's
awful.
really bad, too.
Okay, we got Corey Sayers. I don't even want to talk about your team.
Okay. Move on then.
Jalen Hurts, David Montgomery, Raheem Mostert. Like, you are so lucky at those 2 fucking running backs. Montgomery, the hurt bag. Mostert, the hurt bag. God damn it. Anyways, and then the best squad of wide receivers you can find. CeeDee Lamb, fuck Jaden Reed, but he's doing well too, right? Travis Kelce, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, and Justin Jefferson on the IR. Like, what are we talking about? Your bench, other than, I mean, of course you're already prepping for
Playoff.
fucking play. I don't even have to see who they're playing, but I can just imagine. Anyways, yeah, Sayers has got a pretty good team here. But we all know it. Sayers can look big and scary till he gets to the dance.
When I get to the dance and I get left at the door.
Yeah.
Fall face first into the
All
bathroom.
right, Cobra Kai, second place, 8-3-0, just a fucking stud. Brad Friend is just a great fantasy football player.
He's not.
He is.
He just makes me laugh. Here's case in point. This week, his flex positions have already played and they're done, and nobody else has played. He doesn't even know how to set his lineup properly.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He also told me he pays more attention to the Guillotine League than this one. So he said, I got off to like a 4-0 start, so then I could just stop paying attention. Also, he spent $75 fab on Michael Wilson, only to drop him a week later. Like, you keep saying how good he is, and his game is just riddled with mistakes.
You know
think
what?
Napoleon was out there making mistakes like that and still winning fights?
You sound like every person who's shit talked every single one of Tom Brady's victory. It was just the defense, or
Yeah.
this
Refs.
happened, and
Always
the
the
refs,
refs.
and the soft hits. Like 7 championships, bitch. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, so it's he wins. He's guy's a fucking winner.
He wins.
Now let's look at his team. Lamar Jackson falling off a little bit,
He's been pretty good.
but he started as an absolute terror.
Sure.
Josh Jacobs, is he getting it
Okay.
back together?
I don't know.
5.6 points last week.
I have no idea.
Rashad White,
That's been fine.
better.
But he's hurt right now, right?
Is he? Okay, Mike Evans playing better than we expected. Michael Pittman Jr., is he doing anything? I guess he's been all right.
He's been okay.
Kate Otten, who's that?
He just lost Mark Andrews.
Oh, fuck. See, that would have made it seem better. Tony Pollard,
Disappointing for sure.
but he's had 2
But he's coming
good
back,
He's coming back. Brandon Cooks, how is he? He's starting Brandon Cooks. I like that. And on the bench, I like Jeff Wilson Jr. Is there any bigger white hype than that guy? Like, everybody thought, when everybody else falls apart, Jeff Wilson's going to come off the IR and get 2 points. And Gino. Yeah. His bench is useless. But, I mean, Chase Edmonds to back up Rashad White, I guess. Yeah. But his starting lineup, that's fucking Mark Andrews getting hurt.
That hurts. Yeah.
That absolutely fucking...
I'd argue his defense is probably one of his...
Oh, sorry,
strengths,
and
right?
the best defense. Yes, 20 points and 25 points. Yeah, but if we give him Mark Andrews back, he's only soft really at one position. So that's a pretty good team.
Yep.
That's what the champ does. That's what he does. Team the Prius, Amit Kajar, probably having the best season he's ever had.
Yeah, I don't think he knows. Or like, he doesn't know if it is or not.
Yeah, and getting some of the best tail he ever has, too. I've seen her rub herself down in lotion. That's not untrue.
It's not true.
Yeah.
You saw a couple of things get rubbed down in lotion.
Anyway, so we got... I was just going to say... We couldn't see him with his smaller ears and butt chin behind the camera. So we don't know what he looks like without lotion, but we'll get there. Amit Gajar, 7-4-0. Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, who's getting soft, isn't he?
A little bit, slowed down
But
a little bit, but
started so strong.
he's still been great.
Deontay Johnson. Amit loves Deontay Johnson, I feel like.
course.
Adam Thielen, batting way above his weight.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram, okay. Yeah. Keenan Allen, but it has to be doing
That's
way
been
better.
amazing, yeah.
Fucking stud. Jerry Jeudy sucks. And T. Higgins, disappointment this year. Jacoby Myers started all right. So his bench is...
He's got some droppable players there, but he's still
His
pushing
entire bench is dropped.
to finish first. And
But his starting lineup, other than Judy,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. You know what? If Josh Allen, if his top 3 can keep carrying him like
Keenan
they
Allen,
have,
Christian McCaffrey,
and
Josh Allen.
Thielen has done really well, it's a pretty good team,
Yep.
and he's gonna make it to the dance. And then the last team, Direct Energy Weapon.
Is that what that is?
That's what
no one
DEW
knows what it is.
Oh, okay. DEW stands for Direct Energy Weapon because my friends are psychopaths and they believe in all of the conspiracies that that you've heard of.
Yep.
They're the anti-vaxxers. They're the anti-maskers. They are
Your people, your guys.
Your
boys.
I die for these guys.
Yeah.
Now, but they're the
To COVID.
They would have driven in the trucker rally,
Right.
Like they believe in the QAnon stuff, all of that stuff. So DEW is. Do you remember that? Remember that fire that was in Hawaii a couple of months ago?
Forest fire.
Yes. Okay.
Huge. Devastating.
Right, which was like an electrical wire went down, something like that.
I don't know.
Well, see, you went, I don't know. But before the end of the day, the QAnon folks got out there and said, have you ever heard of, do you know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is?
Know the name.
Okay,
I can't remember
she's
her
a
cause.
female senator. She's a psychopath.
Okay.
She's
Yes.
a MAGA Trumper.
Yeah.
You ever heard the term Jewish space lasers?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
That's her who said them.
Okay.
They've got Jewish space lasers.
Okay.
So, connect the dots here. The Maui fires weren't electrical wires or like what
Space
burns
laser.
around here. No. But what it was is a direct energy weapon.
Okay.
What she was referring to as
Okay.
the Jewish space lasers.
I gotcha.
And it burned, that's why it burns so hot.
Mm.
It's why it burns so fast. And the reason that, Marjorie wasn't a part of it.
Of course.
This is the shadow government
Sure.
that lit Hawaii on fire. And I believe it was because of some socialist. Hawaii wouldn't vote to ban trans marriage or something.
Makes
like
sense. Yeah, yeah.
Whatever, some bullshit.
Burn it down.
It was they wouldn't vote for something. The governor there, so they sent the direct energy weapon.
Okay.
To light it on fire.
Yeah.
And then they started using cans of Mountain Dew and putting them side by side because the people who run Mountain Dew know all about the direct. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
So because
Mountain Dew.
anyways, direct energy weapon.
Gotcha.
So that's what he is.
Okay.
And the fire was that week. And I was yelling at my friends. And rather than Kurt saying that he thinks they're dumb too, Kurt goes, "Yeah, Don, it's the dude." And that's what that is.
Gotcha.
It's a shitty message to me. Is what it is.
Okay. Way to go, Kurt. Nailed it, pal.
At least put periods in between it because it's just the
Or
word
ju- Or
dude.
just don't say that. No one gets it.
I like Team Poco. Well, it's better than Gage's Anatomy ER.
He also needs to fix it.
Team Bortles hits your brakes. Anyways, 5-6-0. Patrick Mahomes bust. Brian Robinson Jr. doing well.
Yeah.
Gus Edwards the bust. Calvin Ridley
Bust.
is he? No, 27 points last week.
He
He
had a
might-
big one last week. He's
But other than
awful.
that, yeah. DJ Moore doing well, isn't he?
Now he's got
Yeah.
Fields back, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cole Kmet, he's doing well too.
Well, Hinton's got to have a couple bears, pal. This isn't Hinton.
no,
This
this
is
is
Kurt.
Kurt.
But it might as well be.
Saquon, Pacheco, Terry McLaurin, Kareem Hunt. Why does he have Leonard Fournette? Whatever. Patrick Taylor. He's wearing a fucking Patriots jersey. He's on Green Bay. The Jets D on his bench. They got 14 points. He's got the Broncos D.
He's confused. He's been hit
Other
with a
than
couple
that,
direct energy
now
weapons.
other than that, that's a good team.
He's got an okay team.
That's better than okay. He's got the best running backs in the league, no question.
No.
Saquon, Pacheco, who's got the best?
I got number 2, and
You have 2. He's got 4.
I don't need 4.
He's got the number 4, the number 7.
That's not bad.
You don't need 4. Oh, I said running backs. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. I have 2, and I've got the number 2.
He's got the number 4.
Yeah.
And his number 17 is Saquon Barkley, pal.
It sucks.
Got 28 points last week.
Tommy DeVito? Vito.
28 points with Tommy DeVito.
All right.
Kurt seems fucking good.
He's going to lose in the first round of playoffs, if he makes the playoffs. He might miss. He's got Leonard Fournette.
No. Let's not shit.
Is he an 8th? 9th?
I don't mind shit. He's 8.
You're trying to catch him, pal.
Oh, well, there's no way I have to beat him out? And there's not a fucking chance. I'm done. Done like dinner. My team, it's on everybody else's fucking team, and I got nothing to show for it. That's the answer. Next question. Anything else you want to talk about?
That's all I got.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed it.
Who do you think's going to win?
Right. Well, you're odds on, but probably at this rate, either Brad Friend or me.
Yeah. Right? That's what'll happen. Or somebody at the bottom. Usually a guy who's like 7th or 8th.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody.
See old Saul get one.
The top-
I'd like to see Saul get one. You know?
I'd like to see Saul get one every single goddamn year.
Yeah.
The top 8 teams, other than your team, is obviously the strongest. But it's like, I'm at number 8 here, and I think Kurtz has been one of the better ones I've seen, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, so, I don't know. Oh, God. Don't jinx it. Kurt fucking sneaks in with this squad? You play him 1st to 8, and he just doos your ass?
That's what would happen.
100%
Yeah.
it would.
Yeah. I'm accustomed to it at this point.
Oh, wow. That's tough. Okay, great. Well, Good talk.
See you next
Anything
season.
else going on?
See you next season.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Maybe we sneak in another one.
Well, let's sneak in another one.
Let's sneak.
Let's give the boys. Let's see what the feedback is on this one.
Okay.
If you make it to this point, explain what "do" means. If anybody explains what "do" means, we'll do another one.
Perfect.
Is that a deal?
Not named Kurt. Anybody not
No,
named Kurt?
no. They just put in the group chat "do" means direct energy weapon.
Right.
Meaning they made it 1 hour
Okay,
of this
yeah.
nonsense.
If you made it this far, right, do equals.
But
direct
we'll
energy
prepare
weapon.
for the next one. We won't just literally sit. If you made it this far, we also just sat down and just turned the mic on.
Well, we got chicken.
Yeah, and we got chicken. Oh yeah, everything else been great. This podcast's been shit.
That's how we end it.
See you
See you
guys.
later.